On my left is the new Land Rover Discovery Sport, a premium compact SUV with 7 seats. On my right is the new Kia Sorento, a 7-seater SUV that its makers would like you to believe is as premium as a BMW or indeed a Land Rover. On paper, the Sorento is both bigger and cheaper than the Discovery Sport, so in theory it should be the SUV of choice for big families. But is that the case in practice? Let's find out. Obviously, a big thing with both of these cars is how much space they offer. We know they've both got 7 seats, but let's have a quick look with the seats down, see how much boot space they've got. As you can see, even with that in, this is a big boot in the Land Rover. Is it as big as the Kia? Let's find out. You only need look at the Sorento to realise that it is a bigger car, but it's when you open this boot, you realise it's not only slightly bigger, it's vastly bigger. This is a much more practical vehicle. Next, we're going to look at how you get this third row of seats in place, starting with the Discovery. And the first thing to note is that in the Kia, you can take this parcel shelf and put it under the floor. In the Land Rover, you can't, so I don't know, you leave it in your hall or something. Just pull these straps here and out these fold, nice and easy. Obviously, you've got a bit of a boot there, but not much. Back with the Sorento, as we've already said, this parcel shelf slots under there, which is really neat. And then it's just a case of pulling the straps, much like in the Land Rover. And hey presto, you have a 7-seater, only this time you've got a slightly bigger boot space still. Right, back with the Discovery Sport, and let's actually see how easy it is to access these rear seats, bearing in mind I am a good 20 years older than most people will probably be using them. Right, I'm in, it wasn't too difficult, and actually I've slid this second row forward a bit, and there's a decent amount of knee room. My knees are kind of really up around my chest, and headroom is okay, but for occasional use it's going to be absolutely fine, to be honest. Other neat touches, there is a little heater control here with air vents and USB sockets so you can keep your phone charged up. Now for the Kia, you can slide these seats backwards and forwards, but actually because it's such a big car you don't really need to. I'll climb in. It's not really any harder or any easier than the Land Rover to access these seats. Put that seat back. There is a fraction more leg room here, but obviously there's more in the second row. Headroom's about the same, and again, heater control, but no USB this time. And something I really should mention here is that the seats are a lot more substantial, a lot more comfortable, and you don't have your knees quite so much up around your chest. In both cars, there's ample room in the second row of seats for 3 adults. Plus, you can fold all of the seats flat to create huge load bays. Up front, meanwhile, the Kia's large touchscreen and good levels of fit and finish make it a pleasant place to be, although we have to say it still lacks the Land Rover's functional yet stylish layout, now complete with a new infotainment system. The Land Rover is powered by a 2.2 litre diesel engine. This car is matched with a 9-speed automatic gearbox. You can have a 6-speed manual, but to be honest, this 9-speed is really superb and it's worth spending the extra on. There's enough power, 0 to 60, about 9.5 seconds, which is the same as the Kia. So while it's not outright fast, it is quick enough and there's enough mid-range torque. It is, however, a little bit noisy at town speeds, and on the motorway you get a bit of tyre roar as well. Coincidentally, the Kia is also powered by a 2.2 litre diesel engine, although it's actually a little bit quieter, a little bit smoother at low speeds than the Land Rovers. It's about the same in terms of performance, and you can have an automatic gearbox, although with this one we've got a 6-speed manual, and I have to say it's actually a bit clunky. The Sorento is also comfortable on a long journey thanks to its soft suspension and well-controlled road noise.